November and December were very busy months in terms of UFC productions, and what I want to do now is my fighter of the card for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 events that happened during that time. I also want to say that I will not be making predictions for the one at the end of this month because it's not involved in my Fighter of the Card award system, and you can look out later this week to find out my Fighter of the Year. So it started with a, where were we, a Fox card, I think. Was it a Fox card or was it a tough card? Oh no, it was a tough card. That's right, Latin America 3. And what had I decided for this one? Oh, this was the one where Tony Ferguson beat Rafael dos Anjos, yeah. So my fighter of the card is going to be Ricardo Lamas. Now, he was actually fighting at catchweight then, but he won, and he is going to be my fighter of the card for that match. I have to say, I don't remember much about this one, particularly. Don't even remember. No. Oh well. Moving swiftly on, we had UFC 205, and this one was an easy one for me. I was going to go for Yoel Romero. Yes, Conor McGregor defeated Eddie Alvarez, that is true. But I think that Yoel Romero's victory was more sort of outstanding than that. It was first round and it was very quick, and it was against a sort of quite high-powered opponent that arguably he should not have been able to beat. So there we are. The next one is a tough, isn't it? No, it's a Fight Night 99. And I had decided that I was going to give, for want of a better person winning this, the main event, which was Gegard Mousasi, who defeated Uriah Hall. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired and not terribly enthusiastic. I must apologise for that. UFN 100 was the next bout on the card, and was this the one that I didn't really rate at all? I think this was the one I didn't really rate at all. Yes. I think I'm going to give it to Thomas Almeida. This was Ryan Bader fighting Nog again. I'm going to give it to Thomas Almeida on that. He was he was second on the card there. Didn't know many people on that card either. UFN 101. And this was this was Robert Whittaker. This was doing very well against Derek Brunson. I went for Derek Brunson thinking that he would win that one, but he didn't. So Robert Whittaker is my fighter of the card for that event. Definitely. The next tough was Tough 24. I remember saying that there were a lot of people on here that I knew, considering that it was a tough. I also remember saying that that Demetrius Johnson is very, very overlooked in my video for that. I'm quite pleased that Joseph Benavidez won, even if it was a split decision. it's a shame about Jake Ellenberger, but you know, perhaps that's matched for me by the fact that Gray Maynard actually lost and lost a decision. I mean, imagine that. I'm going to give my fighter of the card to Demetrius Johnson. I still think that he gets overlooked too much, basically. The next one was UFN 102. And this one I don't seem to remember at all. I don't seem to remember this one at all. When was this? Oh, very, very recently. December the 9th. How strange. I'm going to go for Gian Vellante on that one then. That might be doing some of the rest of them a bit of a disservice, but there we are. UFC 206. You know, I'm in a split as to who to give this one to. I don't like Cub Swanson, but his fight with whatever his name was, whatever his name, Duho, that was the one, was absolutely outstanding, and you have to be able to recognise that on things like that. That was by far the best fight on the card, and I would have considered giving him fighter of the card had it not gone all the way to decision. Max Holloway was fighting Anthony Pettis. It was a catchweight where it was supposed to be a championship bout, or rather, it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a championship bout, wasn't it? Something like that. Either that, or it was supposed to be for contention. It was something like that. I am going to give it to Donald Cerrone. He defeated Matt Brown in seconds, in the first, certainly within the first 2 or 3 minutes of the fight. Where are we? Yes. Oh no. No, it was round 3. Do you know, maybe I only watched round 3 of that because I only watched a very small part, I think. And so I might be getting that confused. That was actually round 3 rather than round 1, but it felt like it was the first few minutes of the start of one of the bouts anyway. I'm going to give my fighter of the card to him. And the last one, which has literally just happened, where are we? Yes, I was surprised and that Mickey Gall actually won that one, to be fair. But I think I'm going to give my fighter of the card to Uriah Faber. He is retiring. And I think that's quite sad. However, I do notice that Eddie Wineland did well as well. So that's good. Colby Covington did well. It wasn't a bad card, to be fair. Those are my fighter of the card awards then for November and December. And look out now because I can put together this week my fighter of the year award. And I won't be back with predictions after that until the new year. So there we are, 2017.